Something Else World. How's this by Sinatra? This was Sinatra when he was a little boy. Sing a Cole Porter, like Cole Porter should be singing.
Take a chance when romance passes by. Why shouldn't I know of love? Why wait around when each age has a fate who has found that upon this earth, love is all that is really worth thinking of. It must be fun, lots of fun. Be sure when day is done that the hour is coming when you'll be kissed and then you'll be all that you've done. Say it's good, and every star out in far Hollywood seems to give it a try. So why shouldn't I? Every star out in far Hollywood seems to give it a try. So why shouldn't I?
Let's tune over the price number. You'll need to be mystery, honey. Farewell performance for the Wide Wide World World Leader. In this hour, sometime I'll say what the B and the BMR stand for. And not that anybody want to care about, but I promised I would unveil it, and I will do so. It's Hey Paul we heard, and then Frank Sinatra, shooting through the old tasty sounds we used to play with. We played jazz way back before the great sounds of KFWB Channel 98 came to the fore in 1958. It's been a nutty 6 years, both the jazz and the great sounds we've been playing for the last 5 years. And it will continue with Master Seth, who will be a nutty cuckoo that you're familiar with.
Hello, Soldier Problem Service, TC speaking. Yes, ma'am. Your car? Completely smashed in. All right. Yeah. Well, just where is this pole? On the corner of what? Oh, it was on the corner. Fell on a roof. I see. Well, about all I can recommend, have you thought about giving up driving? Oh, your husband has mentioned that before. I see. Then why not try the yellow pages of your phone book? Well, might I suggest junk dealers or a towing service or roofers? You might also check driving instructions. Yes, you certainly do find things fast in the yellow pages.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
How are you going to tell your husband?
I don't know. It's one problem I do.
Lady, I'm afraid that's one problem even the yellow pages can't solve.
I'm in trouble, too. I haven't even told my girlfriend.
Welcome.
That's right. I haven't told my girlfriend yet that I quit, and I'm going to New York to a new station. Boy, I tell you, you're going to hear the first line there. It's really good. I didn't forecast any rain. There's a few teardrops, maybe, but that's about it. Here's the Cascades, number 4 on the Fat 40 photo of KFWB. It's 55 minutes for the Bad Bobby Dale time.
Looking for a brand new start. The only girl I care about is gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart.
Please ask the sun to set her heart aglow. Rain in her heart and let the love we knew start to grow. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again.
Sound on the number one station in Los Angeles, KFWB, dial 98. And you can be dialing 570 in New York. Whenever you visit there, friends, you'll find your leader B mystery moving the wide, weird world eastward 3,000-odd miles to a station known as WMCA. We're on KFWB, not to confuse anybody. It's now 7.5 minutes after the hour of 8 here.
This is Joe Yoakum introducing Cleve Herman.
Sunday night, February 17th, when the KFWB disc jockeys meet the Southern California record promoters in a basketball game, is a day that will live in infamy. But I'll be there at the sports arena to watch because I'm warped.
After the game, you'll be entertained by these great stars.
Jan and Dean, Paul Peterson, the Rivingtons, the Beach Boys, and that April Stevens, Nino Temple, Chris Montez, Bobby Crawford, and others.
Tickets 98 cents, Wallach's Music Cities, or at LA Sports Arena the night of the fun, Sunday, February 17th, 8 p.m. Proceeds to RTRA Charity.
For those of you who have been calling up asking why your leader BMR is calling it quits after 6 years, 1 month, and 1 week, it's because I do anything to avoid playing basketball. I'm a little too old for that sort of thing. I just had to quit in order to get another job, so I won't be out there in that game where those boys will be dropping like flies. They're old men. They're old men. What are they trying to do there? Fill up the hospital beds in the city?
KFWB, Channel 98.
It'll be a lot of fun. Be on hand.
Education is the key to opportunity. KFWB presents Discover Education.
Here's a KFWB discovery. She's new to you. She's new to you. Whatever makes you think that she'll be true to you. I know right now she thinks the answer to your dreams, but you don't know her like I do. She'll run to you, have fun with you, and when the novelty wears off, be done with you. I'm on to all her tricks. She's only out for kicks. It's sad, but true. She'll take your heart, then break your heart. Her kind of love and yours were always worlds apart. She'll love you like the last and leave you just as fast. I hope you never let it start. She's new to you, too new to you. And I know what a girl like that can do to you. Not too late, but please get rid of her while she's
Welcome next after the hour of 8 KFWB all time. All time, no, I don't hold the record. Joe Yoakum's been here longest, friend.
After him comes BB, and then your leader, B. Mitchell Reed, and it's been a lot of fun. And we'll be saluting all the wonderful characters of the opportunity of working with on the KFWB engineering staff and news staff and DJ staff in a little while. And I'll be telling you what my little old name is, and that was our musical discovery. Her name is Molly B.
Here is Dr. Delmar Oviatt, Vice President, San Fernando Valley State College, Northridge.
The discovery of knowledge can be an exciting experience. Whether your specialty is sunspots or glaciers, Coleridge or calculus, for every real scholar, there is an element of surprise and satisfaction. The work may seem long and hard until suddenly, like coming over a strange hilltop, you see things you've never seen before. Adventure does not necessarily need a spaceship or an African safari. Exciting exploration is waiting for you in a library or a laboratory or right at home if you try. Why not undertake a new mental voyage for yourself? Discover education.
To help you discover your career, KFWB, in cooperation with the Kroll Collier Publishing Company, offers you the booklet, You and Your Career, absolutely free of charge. 121 careers analyzed and described in detail. Right now, send your name and address to Education KFWB, Hollywood 28.
Now exactly 12 and a half minutes after the hour of day. This is KFWB, the number one that's funner in Channel 98, about 60 seconds away from picking up on Mr. Jonathan Mathis.
KFWB, Channel 98.
It's a midwinter heat wave at your Mercury dealers. A midwinter heat wave. What's causing it? A lot of hot things. Like Mercury's elegant new roof and news-making breezeway rear window. Slants inward to stay clear of snow and bad weather. And Mercury's rear window opens, the only one that does for 63. Leave it open just a crack on cold days and turn up the heater. Fresh, warm air circulates gently and evenly. Checks drafts and fogging thanks to Mercury's new breezeway rear window and ventilation. A hot new idea. Hot performance, too. A sizzling 390 V8 engine is standard with every Mercury. Is causing a midwinter heat wave. Come warm yourself up at your Mercury dealers right now.
Thank you very much, Fran. You're something else. You're something else, Johnny Mathis. 13 and a half after the hour of 8 on KFWB Mitchell Reed. Final time we'll be playing this one by this youngster Lisa here on the West Coast.
I must be going. My heart is showing. I better hurry away. If I don't leave, I'll be sorry. What will my Your lips are thrilling, my arms are willing, I know.
Right here on Radio Cool.
If I don't leave, I'll be sorry. What will my What would I do if she should meet me and find me kissing you? She's always trusted me completely. Her poor heart would break in two. I must be going. Don't
Ironbound. I gotta leave tonight.
Channel 98 Sports Scoreboard.
Senator Kenneth Keating of New York has introduced a bill to crack down on any corruption in sports. The measure would authorize the federal government to prosecute athletes, officials, or gamblers who attempt to use sports events for personal gain. In college basketball, Temple Downs Manhattan 57-47, Providence beats DePaul 77-59, North Carolina 82, Maryland 68, Syracuse beats Niagara 68-67, Notre Dame beats Boston College 74-66. And in pro action in the National Basketball Association, Cincinnati bests San Francisco 134-129. And three players, Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, and Jay Hebert, are tied for the first round lead in the $35,000 Phoenix Open Golf Tournament.
Now! Reverse and sideline to sports.
That's quite a show planned for Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles on March 16th. 3 championship fights the same night. It's bound to draw a huge crowd of admirers of the manly art of self-defense. But they'll be far outnumbered by the same kind of folks who used to watch a similar event many, many years ago when a bored Caesar ordered an extra 100 lions thrown into the arena to pep things up. This is Cleve Herman of the Live Line to the World of Sport.
So Mr. Johnny Mandel's music played by Mr. Basie. Here's the thing called Straight Live. One of the greatest composers of all time is Johnny Mandel right now, making the experimental jazz, and he'll be coming out very, very soon with a new concept in very progressive American music. It's 22 and a half minutes after the hour. They wrote that for Mr. Basic thing called Straight Life, way, way back there in the 50s, honey, when your leader BMR first made the voice. I'm going back there where they say voice. But first made the trek out here from the east there, and going back there to New York town there, as around tonight at 9 o'clock there, Dalton. Now, I'll be telling you what the B stands for momentarily. We'll be playing Discovery Derby and Discovery this hour, African Waltz by Johnny Dankworth. That fits in with a little bit of the tasty sounds we're trying to play. Just a little bit, anyway. March of 61 was Discovery around KFWB land.
Waltzing Matilda was the cutest gal I've seen, until I saw the cover girl on my favorite magazine. Her cover girl complexion really gave me such a shake-up, 'cause it looked so fresh and natural. Who'd believe it's makeup, but it's new cover girl makeup by Noxzema. New medicated makeup by Noxzema covers blemishes so completely they just seem to disappear. And while you conceal them, you even help heal them, since cover girl is here. First use the liquid, what a difference it will make. Your skin looks dreamy smooth all day, and it doesn't feel or flake. New cover girl powder is the antiseptic stuff. Help purify your skin each time, 'cause it fights germs on your puff. So get a cover girl complexion to give the boys a shake-up. Get new cover girls by Noxzema, the medicated makeup.
55 degrees in L.A. Low tonight approximately, around 54, 53, and a high tomorrow 69, low Friday night of 58. I'm right here. Mr. Elvis the Prez will be coming along.
KFWB, Channel 98.
And I don't care what anybody says, this is the hit.
You dig this lyric world and watch the shackles or the hackles on top of your head go, cold. The hair stands on end.
Take away the scent of flowers, cover up the sky of blue, close my ears to tender love songs. They remind me too much of you. Hide young lovers' warm embraces, keep stars and moonlight from my view. Let me forget there are such places. They remind me too much of you. Must I evermore be haunted, day after day, my whole life through, by the memory of each moment that I spent alone with you? If these lovely things don't hurt you, our love just wasn't meant to be. But please come back to me, my darling, if they remind you too much of me.
Oh, world, ain't that something? That's Elvis World. You'll hear Bad Bobby Dale playing a lot of that there, Jazz. Come around 9 o'clock tonight. It gives me, well, not very much pleasure to be spending this my last night with Roberto, and of course, very, very little pleasure to be spending my last night with you, but wishing you all the best as I go on to bigger and better things. Isn't that right? That's the way life is. You've got to turn the corner every once in a while.
Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Billy. Going to the Winter National Rod and Custom Car Show? Yeah, man, I got that all planned for it. You know they've got one car called the Candy Car that's channeled, sectioned, and chopped? Really tough, huh? Did you hear about that A-fuel dragster with the blown-injected Chrysler? Yeah, I hear it cut some really low ETs. Hey, guess who's going to be there in person? The top designers in the business. Guys like Veris and Cushionberry. And Winfield, too. Boy, have I got some questions to ask them about aerodynamics. There's the recess bell. Guess we better get to class.
I got the class.
Today she's going to show us how to build birdhouses out of oatmeal boxes.
Can't stand whining kids. I'll slap them down every time. It's on right now, the largest show of its kind, the 3rd Annual Winter Nationals Rod and Custom Car Show. 250,000 square feet of the coolest cars ever assembled under one roof. Don't miss the National Hot Rod Association's 3rd Annual Rod and Custom Car Show now through Sunday. Great Western Exhibit Center, Santa Ana Freeway, Atlantic Boulevard. Another clue for you in the Discovery Derby this hour. African Waltz with Johnny Dankworth of Discovery, March of 61. Hitting our survey April the 8th in the number 37 position. Have you noticed throughout the entire week that most of the songs hit the survey first time out in the number 37 position, at least the ones I've been playing, and I think it's been rigged. You know.
KFWB, Channel 90.
Yeah, I'm usually about 37 or 38. Like last night, I remember you, 38. Mike Clifford's close to Kathy, 38. The night before, three of them were in number 37 position, like African Waltz by Johnny Dankworth. And what do we got here? I lost my place. That's unusual. I mean, it's
Sophia, full of romance and full of fun in Mad Dad. Sophia, she makes scandal wherever she finds love.
See Sophia Loren as Madame in fabulous Technorama and luscious Technicolor, a Josephine Levine presentation.
Sophia Loren as Madame is now playing at a theater drive-in near you. It's KFWB Los Angeles. Be Mitchel, and these are the buttons and bows for change of pace. By request. What a nice guy. Sugar standing in the rain. Then it had buttons and bows. It's 29 minutes from the hour of 9 on KFWB Los Angeles, which means my creditors can line up now between now and 29 minutes from now. Otherwise, you're never going to get a hold of me.
L.A. Today. A news feature of your neighborly Save-On drugstore. L.A. Evidence presented at a Civil Aeronautics Board hearing into the cause of the Flying Tiger Line's cargo plane crash last December 14 in North Hollywood indicates the plane was structurally sound before it hit the ground. There also is no indication the plane was on fire while in the air or that it had been accidentally misguided through thick fog by the control tower at Lockheed Air Terminal. A CAB Board of Inquiry heard 13 witnesses at its first session in Hollywood today into the crash, which claimed 8 lives. L.A. Manufacturing production workers in the L.A. Long Beach area earned an all-time high average of $115.08 a week last December. The State Director of Industrial Relations said that this was an increase of $3.83 over December of 61. L.A. City Administrator C. Irwin Piper has formally proposed development of the city-owned oil-rich tidelands of Santa Monica Bay as a means to raise millions of dollars for park and recreation programs. In a report to the Recreation and Parks Commission, Piper proposed leasing the 25,000 acres of tidelands between Santa Monica and El Segundo on a competitive bid basis. L.A. weather next. Here's Save-On's KFW bargain of the day. Only at Save-On drugstores, only today, Thursday. Only 73 cents for a full gallon bottle of Thrive liquid fertilizer. Thrive, the all-purpose fertilizer that's perfect for lawns, dichondras, shrubs, and trees and flowers, house plants, and even vegetables. It's easy to use, it's really effective, and it's only 73 cents for a full gallon today, only Thursday at Save-On. Thrive is a liquid fertilizer that has been specially formulated for western soils. It contains vital trace elements and an exclusive soil penetrating agent, as well as such essentials as organic nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and potash. It's an outstanding fertilizer, and yet it costs only 73 cents a gallon today only at Save-On. It's KFW's bargain of the day. Compare that with the $2 or more you'd have to pay for a gallon of other liquid fertilizers, and as soon as you do, you'll shoot over to your neighborly Save-On drugstore and pick up your gallon of Thrive for 73 cents. Your plants and lawn will be delighted. That's the Save-On drugstores, open every night till 10.
Here's the brand new KFWB Climatological Survey.
As the minutes tick away for Mitch, we get a call from the weatherman of considerable cloudiness with some night and morning fog tomorrow and Saturday. Little change in temperature with a high tomorrow about 69, low tonight about 56. From the KFWB time and temperature tower, current call now 56 degrees. LA Today, a news feature of your neighborly Save-On drugstore.
Save on, save on. Join the Save On hit parade and fun to serve yourself and save and Save On drugstore, Save On drugstore. Save On!
KFWB, Los Angeles.
We have some Bossa Nova by Charlie Bird. Remember me well, the full word. Playing style, meditation. It's been paradise out here. We're digging the sounds of meditation. And paradise still remains, and paradise is in New York. Your leader, B. Mitchell Reed, on KFW, 55 degrees, 23.5 foot of 9. Here's Nini Nina New and his sister April.
If you will hold my hand, la-la-la-la-la-la-la, then I will understand. La-la-la-la-la-la-la, your eyes on fire. With the one desire, I keep on reaching. I carry them in a measured night. La-la-la-la-la-la-la, it's gonna hold me tight. La-la-la-la-la-la-la, one kiss
leave. I won't tell you when. You may be throwing a bomb at it. I don't know. Forget about it. Hey, that's paradise there. Most of it's been more fun than I can imagine, honey. But out there's got to be somebody who wants to pull that kid out of the water. Little Bird Bossa Nova. Peter Jolly. Hey, this record goes back to me to WMCA New York. Great sound. It's Little Bird Bossa Nova. The B. Mitchell Reed Wide Wide Weirdo is Mr. Pete Jones. The B. Mitchell Reed Personal Pick to Click for one last night. Would have been a weekly Pick to Click, but I ain't going to be on it tonight, kid. As a matter of fact, just 15 minutes from now, I'll be splitting for the Bye-Bye Land of New York City, where from whence I came. It's been a nutty 6 years and 1 month and 7 days. And I will be saying thanks to all the wonderful folk out there that disciples of the Wide Wide Weird World, as well as my colleagues within the broadcasting staff here at KFWB. Right now, give somebody an opportunity of winning some bread. We've got 3 more clues. Or actually, I'll give you the rundown, rather, the 3 clues in the Discovery Derby. African Waltz will be coming up here 1 record away by Johnny Dankworth. It was the Discovery March of 61. Did our survey April the 8th, number 37 position in 1961. The highest it attained in 1961 was number 17 on our list, and here's to take a little lead. It's 18 in front of 9. After this, we'll hear African Waltz, Johnny Dankworth World, and you'll be finding out what the B of B. Mitchell Reed stands for, but you'll be very unhappy. I guarantee you I've been happy ever since my mother told me what it was.
I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging out on the line. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of lard from the dripping can.
Hey, do you know that?
Go out and do my shopping, be back before it melts in the pan, 'cause I'm a woman.
House will be held at Good Samaritan Hospital.
I'll say it again. I can rub and scrub till it's... Feed the baby, grease the car, and powder my face at the same time. Get all dressed up, go out and swing till 4 a.m. and then lay down at 5, jump up at 6, and start all over again. 'Cause I'm a woman, W-O-M-N. I'll say it again. If you come to me sickly, you know I'm gonna make you well. If you come to me all hexed up, you know I'm gonna break the spell. If you come to me hungry, you know I'm gonna fill you full of grits. If it's loving you like an I'll kiss you and give you the shivering bits. 'Cause I'm a woman, W-O-M-N. I'll say it again. I ain't got a $20 gold piece, says there ain't nothing I can do. I can make a dress out of a feed bag, and I can make a man out of you. 'Cause I'm a woman, W-O-M-N. I'll say it again. 'Cause I'm a woman, W-O-M-N. And that's
No, it ain't out all for another 11 minutes from now, World, on KF. Have I got my paycheck? Yeah, can't do anything after me. I'm straight. I'm paid for it tonight. Give yourself a loan there, B. Mitchell. Ready for this?
And now, another entry in the KFWB Discovery Derby.
On the B. Mitchell Reed Wide Weird World for the last 11 minutes on KFWB, we'll take the first call correctly telling me the highest position that African Waltz by Johnny Dankworth, which I'm about to play for you, hit our survey. The highest position hit our survey back there in 1961. First correct call, Hollywood 19932, go. Hey, World, 13 and a half minutes in front of the hour of 9, and...
Do we have another winner? You know it.
Yeah, you better believe it. First correct call, Hollywood 1. 9932 was by Judy Hall. Judy Hall of 447 Cannon Crest Avenue, Los Angeles. And she was the first correctly telling me that your leader, B. Mitchell Reed, that African Waltz, the highest hit on the survey, was number 17 in 1961, and she wins $9.80 of cash with B. Mitchell Reed just about 3 minutes away from telling you what the name stands for and all that schmear. And this is a very appropriate song for your leader, BMR, World, to say, well, not say bye-bye, one record away, we'll do that. Our day will come. After 6 years, it had to.
Our day will come, and we'll have everything. We'll share the joy, falling in love can bring. No one can tell me that I'm too young to know. For us, think love and wear a smile. Our dreams have magic because we'll always stay in love this way. Our day will come. Our day will come.
That's Ruby and the Romantics, and the day has come, World, where your leader, B. Mitchell Reed, says, regretfully, like, wow, it's been a groovy, like I said, for 3 hours. This was one of my friends just reminded me, you've been saying goodbye for 3 hours. I didn't think I would do that. I didn't want to do a Jimmy O'Neill, but that's the way things go, friends. And I'm getting very, very sacramental and sentimental and all that kind. I want to, say goodbye to some nutty people I worked with for 6 years, like Mike Schradermeyer and Kenny Wright and Doc Simmons and Joe Prim and Lou Goldwitz and Harry Meyer and Jerry Pierce, and particularly a gal's worked with me for my very, very first year, my very first day in my very first year on the job, Miss Patty Fruit Klein. And bless her pretty heart, she helped me get broken into L.A. radio and is sort of helping me leave, as it were. And then, of course, from the KFWB news staff, Mr. Hal Goodwin, one of the kookiest ever, and Mr. Jackson King and Cleve Herman and Michael Henry and Lamar Sherlock and Phil Green and Al Wyman and my colleagues at KFWB. They're nutty. They really are. Bobby Dale and Bill Balance and Wink Martindale, Elliot Field, Joe Yoakum, Gene Weed, Raj Christian, Earl McDaniel, Mr. Bill Angel, who at times has served as librarian and confidant and great friend. They're all nutty, and Mr. Joseph Bernard, general manager of KFWB. I'll say, farewell to all my colleagues in person tomorrow, but tonight's my last night on KFWB after, as I said, 6 years. I'm going home to New York City, to WMCA, if anybody wants to look me up when I'm back there. And it'll be on 570 on the dial. That's first on the dial. Wow, what can I say? It's been kooky, and I love you. You've been groovy. And walk on, world. You are dismissed for the last time. I'll be around in spirit, if not in person. Sinatra, take over, baby. Mr. Don
I'll be around.
Boy librarian.
No matter how.
And Rudy Morgan, boy producer.
Treat me now. I'll be around from now on. Your latest love can never last, and when it's past, I'll be around when he's gone. Goodbye again, and if you find a love like mine, just now and then drop a line to say you're feeling fine, and when things go wrong, perhaps you'll see you're meant for me, so I'll be around when he's gone. Goodbye again.
And the B stands for Burton. That's it.
Now and then drop a line to say that you're feeling fine, and when things go wrong, perhaps you'll see you're meant for me, so I'll be around when he's gone.
Channel 98. The wide, wide, weird world of KFWB. Mitch, Mitchell
KFWB News. Good evening for KFWB News. Hal Goodwin reporting, Washington. President Kennedy has told critics opposing his Cuban policies the United States cannot decide the issue of war or peace on what he termed rumors that are not substantiated. The president told a news conference this day that although some congressmen have insisted there is a new Soviet buildup in Cuba, they have not revealed where they got their information. Mr. Kennedy also warned Russia that if U.S. reconnaissance flights ever again discover Soviet offensive missiles in Cuba, it would result in the gravest crises in world history. Here are the words of President Kennedy today.
If obviously their offensive missiles were found in Cuba, contrary to Mr. Khrushchev's pledge, it wouldn't have raised the greatest risks, much greater, in my opinion, than we faced in October. And we faced great risks in October. We have to move with hard intelligence. We have to know what we're talking about. We cannot base the issue of war and peace on a rumor or report, however, which is not substantiated, or which some member of Congress refuses to tell us where he heard it. This issue involves a very definitely war and peace, and when you talk about the presence of offensive weapons there, if they are there, I think the Soviet Union is aware, and Cuba is aware, that we would be back where we were in October, but in a far more concentrated way.
State Department of Motor Vehicles, accused of not minding its D's and Q's and making the 1963 auto license plates, refused tonight to give in to law enforcement demands to withdraw the assertedly errant plates. And the latest development in the swirling controversy over the shape of the letters D, O, and Q, the DMV proclaimed it is standing solidly behind its plates and warned motorists that better display them, letter perfect or not, or be in violation of the state vehicle code. About the only ones who haven't had anything to say about the plates are the men who made them, the convicts at Folsom Prison. Channel 98 News Beat, New Orleans. A federal court expected to decide on the morrow whether it'll continue hearing criminal contempt charges against Mississippi Governor Ross Barnett and Lieutenant Governor Paul Johnson. State attorneys have asked the court to dismiss charges resulting from their attempts to prevent Negro James Meredith from enrolling at Ole Miss. At Syracuse, New York, one man is killed, almost 100 other persons forced out of a downtown hotel by a raging fire. The top 2 floors of the residential hotel destroyed within a half hour after the big burn breaks out. At Pittsburgh, California, some 2,300 steel workers at the U.S. Steel Corporation plant have walked off their jobs late today. They refuse to return to work until the company assures their union the arbitration clause on grievances will be observed. San Francisco, the Southern Pacific Railroad is faced with a strike threat by the 11,000-member Brotherhood of Railway Clerks. Federal conciliator Frank O'Neill met in the Bay City during the day with railroad and union officials. The strike deadline being set back on an hour-by-hour basis. Los Angeles, a sweeping review of all county laws for control of sex deviants ordered today by the Board of Supervisors. Super Ernest Debs calls for 5 top officials to study every statute in the books following disclosure of growing homosexual activity in Hollywood and other sections. Supervisor Frank Benelli had this to say to KFWB News.
I would like to call to the attention of the people the great job that KFWD Radio has been doing in this particular field and has for the past month or more been taking a very active part in endeavoring to bring to the attention of their listening audience the seriousness of this problem. And I would hope that others in the radio and the television field and in other medias would follow the pattern that KFWD has used in this regard and endeavor to bring out into the open the seriousness of this problem and alerting all of the agencies to do everything they can to help curtail it.
Just before the weather for our town, on behalf of Mike Pierce, all the KFWB correspondents, and yours truly, Hal Goodwin, and everyone at KFWB, not goodbye to dear B. Mitchell, but until next time, fella. For KFWB News, this is Hal Goodwin. It's 8:59, and we get a call for our town of considerable cloudiness. Some night and morning fog Friday and Saturday, little change in temperature. This is the Kroll Collier Broadcasting Corporation.
KFWB, Los Angeles.
Alice in Wonderland, won't you take me by the